This is going to go really well.
I am really thinking right now. I have a big choice here. So this may be the least dramatic of all of them.
And I think,
and I don't want it to make it all about me, because what I'm trying to do is to find a way for the lone gunman to become my servant.
So you're missing person. Trying to find
that's you see, that's bullshit. I mean, I'm saying that whatever this is, it can't be the same as what I want. It has to be something that we are doing together. You see what I mean?
Yeah. And it's not very important that you choose this one. So if you can come up with something that might be.
I like too many of them. Let me just keep thinking, okay? That's not a problem.
Try to roll a dice.
No, I could do that, yeah. But
and I'm all for subjective. I mean, when it says stealing treasure from the forces of evil might be forces of evil from your perspective. It doesn't mean like.
Right. Ola, I am in good shape. I don't need an explanation. I just need to choose. Okay. I don't know how much that I can be specific for the group. But I think that we are trying to solve the murder. And so that means that it's not the same as any of our individual goals. We really want, or it could be part of it, but it is really important to solve this murder, and we need each other's help. So we are in a seance. That makes sense.
All right. What the last thing before we actually end now, because I have to do some. We could like start stuff before this, but what I would not like to do usually, because I mean we have almost been going for 2 hours now.
I'm ready to start.
But we need one more thing to start with.
Sure.
And that's we have to choose between. What I'm doing now is looking at your character sheets and seeing how many of you have chosen a story card connection with 1 in it, and that's actually only the Helma on your ghost town is your hometown, and Max both of his. So these are basically the 3 cards that we.
I see. So we can choose with Ghost Town, Wendigo, and Burial Ground, right?
Yeah, one of these 3.
Oh, one of these.
And that one of these 3 will be the starting card of phase 1.
Do you choose as the?
No, this is something I haven't figured out yet. I mean, if we are a group that are, I think the best is. I haven't decided who's choosing this one actually.
Okay.
And
rock, paper, scissors.
No, but I mean, it has to do with why should I choose something? If you know that, then you choose this one. But basically, the card that is chosen is the card that will make. The first phase or the first act of the story will be taking place around this card.
Right. We have been forced together by a curse. We are in a seance together to solve a murder. So one of Helma or Max, tell me where you think this should be, or which of the cards should matter the most for this: the Ghost Town, the Wendigo, or the Burial Ground.
It feels more like what should I say? Because mine says in ancient Indian burial ground.
Right.
You feel a special connection to this place, and
Seems
now
like a
you.
good place for a seance to solve a murder or something like that, right?
Exactly, and you could also say that,
What do you
from
think,
my
Alma?
perspective.
I don't want to leave you out.
I'd say either the burial ground or the town.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit too tired to make a decision.
And it doesn't matter that
sorry.
much. There's no good answer. It's kind of a gut feeling just from your. Where would you like to start? But what it does mean is if we choose the ancient burial ground, then Max has actually played his card. And then the Wendigo card on his sheet will be more or less. It will not be in the center of the story. It will be more or less in the background.
In that case, it may be more fun to start at the town.
I think so too. I vote for
to keep the burial ground in the play.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be all right.
What do you think, Max?
I was thinking it felt logical that we were in the burial ground because of the seance, and my character doing the seance and everything, and he draws power from it.
You are going way ahead of things. You don't need to, because I will go away and I will you just give me the fragments of the story and I will do some prep.
Right.
I mean, if this was a real session, we were around the table, I would go off 10 minutes and do the prep.
Okay.
So and then we will continue. But now we will do it next time because we're getting tired.
Max, does this make sense that if we start in the ghost town, that means we can get to the burial ground later?
Yeah, it's okay. We can start it. It was just my process. We can redo it.
It seems like the burial ground is really a big deal. I don't want to blow our big deal in the first scene.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Save the good card for last.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the good one, right? Yeah. So,
can I just before we end, because I will also express the last thing here, because if we go for this card, which is perfectly fine, that means that you have the sense of wonder thing. Now I'm taking over the control again.
Yes, please.
So this will the secret agent card for you, Helma, is your secondary card. And since it's not played in one of the phases, you get to use this sense of wonder also, and that comes with all of you. The card that that is your secondary card, not your primary card. You can use the sense of wonder on that.
Wonder card for us.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
That's all. So
you may have to repeat that next time. Right. I'm really sorry.
Right.
No problem.
Right now, really.
So I will not go through any rules because they're pretty simple. But what I will tell you is that the prepping that I will do is that I will write down something about all these cards on my side, and you get to choose the cards, but I have responsibility of the backstory. So I mean, Ron, you don't know who the lone gunman is. You don't know anything about the special being being able to offer you the sacrifice and so on. This is on my side. This is my responsibility, and this is the prep.
Okay.
This is so you actually just guided me.
All I know is that I am a devout gunman who
that can fight.
That's what I know.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly.
Right.
And as we play, our characters become much more deeper, and we get to know them, and they evolve. But in the starting scene, this is all we know, and that we are on a CIA and so on.
Sure. Okay.
So that was all, and don't hesitate to go into. Oh, sorry. Now I kind of. So now don't hesitate to go into Miro and just pick a picture and a name and put it there when you have time until next time, because it's So and it's really easy to like copy and paste stuff. While you were away, I will do a small. I will collect my own pictures to make a mood board that I can pick from when we start gaming, and then we go next time.
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.
I have to admit, I really like this combination. It's very disturbing. So
yes,
it's perfect. It's
all right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
night.